HBCU Game Day and our continued coverage of Pro Day at FAMU. And Coach Simmons, quite a great turnout today for Pro Day.
Yeah, it really was. I think 23 NFL ball clubs and one CFL team, and so that's 2 years in a row that we've had a really good turnout for Pro Day. And so I'm just excited about what's in store for guys like Isaiah Land, Xavier Smith, Christopher Duell, Jose, all the guys that worked out today. And I thought it was a great day, great weather, and again, just happy for what those guys were able to accomplish.
Well, I think you can count when you got a general manager. That should count for a couple of scouts. But we're fortunate to have the general manager of the Washington Commanders here that wanted to see in person, that say, hey, I want to see this Isaiah Land. I want to see this Xavier Smith for myself.
Well, at this stage of the game for those guys, it's really about what's behind the scenes, right? I mean, a lot is put into how fast they run, how high they jump. But these scouts and these personnel, NFL personnel, really want to know who these guys are. And so to have a general manager here in person, to be able to stand there and have a conversation with Isaiah Land, to ask him questions about, his training regimen, right? To ask Xavier Smith about his humble beginnings of working at Amazon. So you get the backstory, and I think that goes a long way when you're trying to determine whether you want to invest hundreds of thousands to millions of dollars in a guy. I think the more you know, the better opportunity you have to be able to make a true evaluation.
Coach, it's got to make you feel good that these players who entrusted you when they came, and with the transfer portal, and we had one scare there with Isaiah, but in the end he said he couldn't see himself playing for anybody else. For guys to entrust you with their career, to get them to this point, how gratifying is it to see them perform the way they did today?
Well, for me, it's rewarding that we've worked hard to build a program that guys want to be a part of. And in the age of transfer portal, where at any given moment, one of your players can leave, it makes it very difficult for coaches to manage rosters and build a strong culture. And so, again, I get a lot of the credit for it, but it's guys like Isaiah Land, like Xavier Smith, Christopher Duell. I mean, those guys have been in this program the entire time since we've been here 5 years. And so it's not just my message, but it's their message, because they're in the locker room with the guys every day. They're out, in the dorms and out hanging out with the players. And so they're the ones driving that message home that this is a special place. This is a place that you can accomplish all your goals. We've seen that now with Marquise Bell. We see that with Isaiah Land, with Xavier Smith, and there are more guys coming down the pike. And so I think that's what makes today such a rewarding day, that you look up and you see Xavier, Isaiah, Christopher Duell, Courtney Cox. I mean, these guys were a part of that foundation in 2018. And for them to have this opportunity is truly a special feeling.
Coach, Jose Romo Martinez said one of the best decisions he made in his life was transferring to FAMU. He said he wished he played his whole career here. He really enjoyed the culture, how he was able to grow and how he was able to excel. I can't recall the last time that Florida A&M University had two specialists that were being worked out by scouts, and they were very interested. They did extensive workouts with those kickers. Just talk about how you emphasize all three phases of the game, but to have two guys that are being considered for the next level, just talk about how important that is.
Yeah, I mean, it's a special, they're a special group of guys. Those two guys in particular, Christopher Duell, everyone knows what he's meant to this program, what he's had to endure, with multiple ACL tears, and still being able to be top 5 in the country and playing in 3 different years. Jose to transfer here and be 2-time All-Conference. Just what they meant to this program, and to have a guy like Jose, state publicly that the decision to come to FAMU was the best he's ever made. Again, for me, it reinforces what we always talk about, and so again, they'll definitely be missed. The tough part about Pro Day is sitting here as a head coach watching a guy kick 60-yard field goals and realize that he won't be doing it here in Bragg anymore. Got to find somebody to replace him. So between those two guys, I don't know if I've been around a better combination of kicker and punter in my 18 years of coaching, and so they'll definitely be missed. But those two guys know that they're Rattlers forever.
They hold a distinction. They were two of the first players in history to be first-team All-MEAC and then transfer to be first-team All-SWAC. So that's how special those guys are. Yeah. You switch the conference, same results.
Right. And All-Americans.
And All-Americans, right. Absolutely. And So, Coach, also we had B.J. Bowler and Courtney Cox came and worked out. B.J. showed his speed, and Courtney did pretty well in the drills. How important is it that we give that opportunity to people who might not necessarily be on the radar, but to be in the environment?
Yeah, I think it's critical, and that's why, you know, the numbers that showed up was great. You know, whenever you can have, again, you know, 2/3 of the NFL here, you know, everybody knows about Isaiah Land. He went to the Senior Bowl, played in the Senior Bowl, went to the NFL Combine. Xavier Smith, you know, went to the HBCU Legacy Bowl, worked out of the HBCU Combine. So their numbers are already on paper. You know, a lot of the scouts already have draftable grades on those guys. So when they come here and they get to see a B.J. Bowler run his 40, they get to see Courtney Cox go through drills. You know, now they get to say, okay, hey, let me maybe go back and watch the film again and see if their play mirrored what we saw today in drills. And again, it's all about an opportunity. You know, 32 teams, all you need is one. You just need one team to believe in you and take a chance. And once they're able to get into a camp, if they can, then the rest is up to them. So, you know, last year we had 4 guys after draft day get invited to NFL camps. And I feel pretty strongly that we'll match that number and maybe even exceed it this year.
All right, here with head coach Willie Simmons concluding Pro Day at FAMU. It was quite an exciting day. We hope you've enjoyed our coverage here at HBCU Game Day.